Dear students, in this chapter, the very important question for 8 marks, and this principle we can use in our daily life in various places. Scientist Bernoulli explained one principle when the fluid flows through a pipe as a streamline. Scientist Bernoulli is given one principle when the fluid, that should be a streamlined fluid, the streamlined fluid flows through a pipe. He was derived one equation. This equation is very important in our daily life and in also medical purpose. So all of you listen carefully and practice. This derivation is not completed. I am written on the board. Just that's why you can listen. Now first, if we can get this in the examination, we must write the statement. Now, what Bernoulli's principle states? Bernoulli's principle states that in a streamlined flow, the sum of pressure, kinetic energy per unit volume and the potential energy per unit volume remains constant. Means when a steady or streamline flows through the tube or a pipe, potential energy plus potential energy per unit volume plus kinetic energy per unit volume and pressure, or pressure plus kinetic energy per unit volume plus potential energy per unit volume remains constant. Now we want to prove that. Now let us see. Bernoulli's principle states that in a streamlined flow, sum means plus, sum of pressure plus kinetic energy per unit volume means half rho v square. Half rho v square is called kinetic energy per unit volume, and potential energy per unit volume. Potential energy per unit volume is here, it is rho g h is equal to constant. P, pressure, plus half rho v square kinetic energy per unit volume plus rho g h potential energy per unit volume. These three added, sum added is constant. Now we want to show that. For this I am taken 3 steps. Now first you take a diagram. This is the one pipe. The cross sectional area is A1. It is at H1 height from the ground. The first end of the pipe, cross sectional area is A1 and height is H1, and the second end is at height H2. The cross sectional area is A2. Now the fluid flows. At this point the fluid flows from one place to another place by the 2 forces. First one pressure force, second one gravitational force. First one pressure force, next one gravitational force. I am taking that to 2. Now this is the fluid. In the fluid you take one small element. Means you take the small element, it flows and reaches here. This element length V1 into dt at first end. This is a fluid element. The shaded lines are fluid element. The fluid element here also shaded lines is fluid element. The fluid element length here is V1 and dt. Here length is V2 into dt. Now how we can prove this equation? For that, pressure force acts on fluid element at the first end of the tube is P1 A1 and at second end of the tube is P2A2. At this end, what is the pressure force on this element? P1A1. What is the pressure force at this element? P2A2. Now, work done on fluid element. This is element, work done on fluid element to flow from first end to second end of the tube by the pressure force. Okay, here pressure is more, here it is, pressure is, the fluid is flows from high pressure to low pressure. So, work done on fluid element to flow from first end, this is the element, the fluid element. Work done on this element to flow from first end to second end by pressure force is W1 is equal to P1 A1 V1 dt. What is V1 dt? Length. We know that is a force. Force into displacement is called work. This is the force. This is the displacement. Force into displacement is called. That's why W1 is equal to P1 A1 V1 dt minus P2 A2 V2 dt. This is by the pressure force. Now, second force to flow the fluid, which is required? Gravitational force. Now, second point, gravitational force acts on fluid element. This is the fluid element. Gravitational force on fluid element at the first end of the tube by the gravity, it moves downwards, that is M1G. And at second end of the tube is M2G. Now, what is the gravitational force acts on the fluid element at the first end of the tube? M1G. And at the second end is M2G. Now, work done on fluid element. Now, this is the fluid element. Work done on fluid element to flow from first end to second end by gravitational force is W2 is equal M1G H1 minus M2G H1. Again, work we can say, what is the work? Force into displacement. Gravitational force, height means displacement. Gravitational force, height means displacement. Okay. Now, work done on fluid element to flow from first end to second end of the tube by the gravitational force denoted by W2 is equal to M1G H1 minus M2G H2. Once again, by the pressure force, work equation is this. By the gravitational force, work is this. Okay? By the pressure force, this is the work by the pressure force. Next, this is by the gravitational force. Okay, this is the work by the gravitational force. This is work by pressure force. Here, work by gravitational force. Okay. Now, net work done on the fluid to flow from first end to second end of the tube by pressure force and gravitational force is W is equal W1 plus W2. What is W1? This is work by the pressure force and gravitational force. What is W1? P1A1 V1 dt minus P2A2 V2 dt. P1A1 V1 dt minus P2A2 V2 dt. This is for W1. What is W2? M1G H1 minus M2G H2. M1G H1 minus M2G H2. This work is equal to change in kinetic energy of fluid element to flow from first end to second end as per work energy theorem. We know that as per work energy theorem, work is equal to what happened? Work done by the system or fluid element is equal to change in kinetic energy. So, I am taken like this. Up to here it is work is equal to change in kinetic energy. In the previous class, we are studied equation of continuity. As per equation of continuity, what happened? A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. So A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. So we can take AV. AV is called by volume flux, means volume by time. Volume by time, but small time we can take. Substitute at A1 V1 and A2 V2 as V by dt. Now let us take P1 A1 V1 taken as V by dt cancel, minus P2 A2 VT is V by dt cancel, plus M1G H1 minus M2G H2 is equal half M2 V2 square minus M1 V1 square. This is the third one. First one, second one, third one. Okay, what we can get here, it is dt cancel, P1V minus P2V plus M1G H1 minus M2G H2 is equal to half M2 V2 square minus half M1 V1 square. Now I would like to extend. What we can take here, it is divide each by pressure, means P1 minus P2, means now let us take P1V minus P2V divide by V plus M1GH1 by V minus M2GH2 by V is equal to half M2 V2 square by V minus half M1 V1 square by V. We know that here V are cancel. Now P1 minus P2 plus rho 1 G H1 minus rho G H2 is equal to half rho 2 V2 square minus half rho 1 V1 square. We know density is equal to mass per volume. Density is equal to mass per volume. That's why mass per volume rho 1, mass per volume rho 2, mass per volume rho 2, mass per volume rho 1. Why it is M1 is there? In a steady flow or in streamline flow, in streamline flow, in streamline flow of fluid, density is same. That is rho 1 is equal to rho 2 is equal to rho. In streamline flow of fluid, density is same or density is constant. So what happened? We can write P1 minus P2 plus rho G H1 minus rho G H2 is equal to half rho V2 square minus half rho V1 square. Now take one terms on one side and two in the subscript take on another side. P1 plus rho G H1. These two are here. From here take in this side half rho V1 square is equal to half rho V2 square. Here as it is I am taken these values taken in this side plus P2 plus rho G H2. But in order we can write P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho G H1 is equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho G H2. So what we can write? P plus half rho V square plus rho GH is equal constant. Okay? In this way we get the answer. Here what is the P? P is pressure. What is half rho V square? It is kinetic energy per unit value. The pressure of fluid. This of fluid. Ikkada rho GH, it is potential energy per unit volume of fluid. Okay, this is the Bernoulli's principle. Horizontal pipe, for horizontal pipe means like this. For horizontal pipe, this is H1, this is H2. For horizontal pipe, H1 is equal to H2. So P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho GH1 is equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho GH1. H1 cancel. Why? Actual H2 is there. Instead of H2 what we can take? H1. So cancel. So for horizontal pipe, what is the Bernoulli's principle? This is the Bernoulli's principle for horizontal pipe. That is P1 plus half rho V1 square. This is for horizontal pipe, or P plus half rho V square is equal to constant. It is for which pipe? Horizontal pipe. This is one of the important point. This is also equation. Okay? This is a very important question in this chapter for 8 marks. Okay? You must be practice. So it is very easy, but 3 steps are involved. First, find the work by pressure force. Number 2, find the work by gravitational force. Add them and take that in the work energy theorem, we get the answer. But here we take equation of continuity. In that one, what happened? A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2 is equal to V by dt, and substitute in that equation, we get the final answer. This is the mechanism for it. Okay? This is a very important question in this chapter. This is the actual equation we got here. Before the step is this, from the simplification is this. Next P is the pressure of the fluid. Half mv square is kinetic energy per unit volume of the fluid. Rho GH is potential energy per unit fluid. Next, for horizontal pipe, means this is a horizontal. H1 is equal to H2. Substitute, we can get another mathematical form for the Bernoulli's theorem. This is a very important question in this chapter for 8 marks.